Hey guys, what's up? It's Hiba. I just came back from the Philadelphia Flower Show because I took over Temple's Instagram story today, which was like the coolest experience ever. I had like so much power on my phone just from being logged into the Instagram. It was like kind of scary. After taking over the Instagram story, I was feeling in a very video-y mood. So I was like, all right, let's sit down now and make this college video. I asked a couple days ago on my Instagram story, what are some things that surprised you about college or things you didn't realize? So I got a bunch of responses and I have some of mine compiled too, and I made them into a list and now I will put them in this video. Number one is cherish every second of freshman year because it'll never be like that again. I really highly recommend you just take in every moment you can of freshman year because it is literally like one of the best years of your life. You just finished like high school senior year and then transitioning into a freshman in college and you're making all these new friends and so many different experiences happening. And then sophomore year, like kind of more established into college. So freshman year is just like this fun time where you're just like going crazy, but not too crazy because you're there for school. Don't get me wrong, college is still super fun. I'm in my second semester of sophomore year, but like freshman year, you're in kind of like intro level classes, so you kind of know what's like going on. And then sophomore year hits and you realize like, oh my God, we're halfway through the semester and I have no clue what's going on in my classes. But it's okay because college is still fun then, but freshman year is just like all around so fun. That leads me into number two, which is dorm life as a freshman is like a giant sleepover, which I so agree with. Living in dorms was like so fun. I lived in 1300. I'll have a room tour link down below in the description, but I lived in a dorm freshman year and it's just all your friends in your hallway. You just like go in and out of rooms. It's like, oh, you're going to dinner? Who am I gonna go with? Just knock on the doors across the hall from you. I was really lucky freshman year. We had this like huge lounge on my floor and that's where we made like all of our friends because we would all just chill, play cards, watch TV. And it literally is like a giant sleepover, especially when you're pulling all-nighters. Number three for things you didn't really realize about college / things that no one told you about college was that you actually have a lot more free time than you thought you would. In high school for me, they like were really out here scaring you like, oh my God, get ready for college, like you're just gonna be working the whole time. But you actually have like a lot of free time in college. And that's like good, but it's also kind of scary because that means it's up to you to like schedule all your day and make enough time to go to club meetings and do homework and socialize. So it's a lot more like dependent on you to make your schedule happen. But if you're good at time management, you can do all the things you want to accomplish and still have a bunch of free time. Number four, a bunch of people actually said this. Something you don't realize that much about college is that you have to study like a lot and like realize how to study effectively. Probably some people can agree with me. In high school, I just had to like quickly reread my notes before a test and I was like good to go. But in college, that is not gonna fly. Maybe for intro classes, but I wouldn't even recommend that because you actually have to start rereading notes, doing practice problems, going to the tech late at night and like really absorb the material and make it make sense. Otherwise, you're probably gonna do average on your test. So number five kind of hurts, and it's that you probably most likely will gain weight freshman year. It sucks, but it's just like what happens. From being around like fried food constantly in your dining halls to like athletes being athletes all throughout high school and then in college, if they don't do sports, they just stop working out. The weight gain just really adds up quickly. I know for me, freshman year, I was literally eating grilled cheese, fries, and Coke for more meals than I'd like to admit, and it added up. Sophomore year, I started going to the gym and I lost all my freshman year weight, so I'm so glad about that. But yeah, freshman 15 is real. It might be 5 pounds to 15 or 20 pounds, but like just bank on gaining a little bit of weight. I know some people though like couldn't adjust to college as well like fast enough and they just ended up losing weight from like the stress and just like not being able to eat and stuff. So it's not guaranteed you're gonna gain weight. It also doesn't even matter if you do, but just know weight fluctuations might happen and just take care of yourself. Speaking of transitioning to college, number six is it takes time to solidify friendships. Freshman year, it might seem like everyone's making friends around you. There's these huge groups of people going to dining halls together. And I remember for me, freshman year, I was like, oh my God, when I was looking at all my other friends at different colleges, they seemed like they had like all these friends made and I was over here like, what? Why don't I have this? And then I realized you have to like go out of your comfort zone a little bit, knock on people's doors, introduce yourself, and that's how you make friends. It's another good thing about college is that like if you don't associate with someone, you don't have to. But even for me, like it took time to make your good friends. It might take more time to make your friends. For some people, they're worth it when you make the good ones that you know are gonna like stick around. I think we're on number 7 now. Everyone is so chill and social pressure is a lot lower and everyone's like, you do you. In high school, there might have been like cliques where if you wanted to like dress a little out of your comfort zone, for example, or something, you might have gotten looks. But at college, it literally doesn't matter. You have people going to class in pajamas to like being dressed however they want to. And then you realize when you're an adult in college that like just let people do them. It doesn't even matter. It's not affecting you. They're out here living their best life, you're out here living your best life, and when everyone's happy, the world is just happy. Like if I was doing YouTube in high school, which I was, that was a little weird, but now in college, it's opening so many doors and opportunities for me. Just keep doing you. Who cares if like people think it's weird, because you'll probably be better off in the end just doing it anyways. Number 8 also ties into this, and it's you care less about what people think and do what makes you happy because everyone's trying to succeed, which is so true. We're all out here just trying to get a degree, have a good life, make lifelong memories in the process. And if you're busy wondering like if you can fit into this group or why don't these girls like you, like don't waste your time worrying about that. Remember, these are just like 4 years of your life where it's just such a like weird environment you're in, where like you're not an adult yet, but you're not a kid either. Do not worry about what other people think, because it just doesn't even matter. Number 9 is you're gonna need to learn how to be alone and be okay with that. For me personally, freshman year, I was surrounded by people nonstop 24/7, but I'm like the personality type where I just love being around people and like having social interaction at all time. But some people are gonna feel that pressure to need to be around people, and that's probably more draining to them than anything. And also, even if like just like me, I was in big groups all the time, there are going to be some things that you have to do alone, and you have to be okay to do those things alone. So sometimes people can find comfort in the loneliness they're in without it being lonely. Do you know what I mean? That sounds weird. Number 10, a lot of people said this, is that dining hall food sucks really bad. I don't know about like every school around the country. I don't know if it's like a known thing that it sucks or not, but at Temple we have like Morgan Hall and J&H. I was never a fan of Morgan, but I like J&H to some degree, because J&H had like the vegan stir fry section that I went to a lot, and they had grilled cheeses. Morgan just didn't cater as much to vegetarian needs. I feel like I eat halal, I'm not vegetarian, but like I would still eat vegetarian in dining halls. What I do recommend though for y'all who go to Temple is sophomore year, instead of getting like a meal plan, just load a bunch of Diamond Dollars onto your account, and then you can pay for those things at like Saladworks and BurgerFi, so like all the Diamond Dollar places, and then you don't have to pay for the swipes if you're not gonna end up using them. Because I know so many people this year got meal plans just for the meal equivalency swipes, but then they didn't even go to dining halls. So just save your money, don't spend so much. Diamond Dollars are the way to go at Temple. Number 11 of things that people haven't really like prepared you well enough for in college is to pick your classes very well. Look up teachers on Rate My Professor, class locations, times, etc. I've always been one to put so much time into planning my schedule, because I want to think about how many minutes I have in between classes, if I can get meals in between those chunks. I look at how late I can go to sleep to wake up for class the next day, the teachers, who grades easy, who gives more essays than the other. Definitely use Rate My Professor a lot. I look at all the reviews to see what kind of work the teachers give, because if it's like a gen ed, you don't want to pick unless it interests you, you don't want to pick a gen ed that's like projects and papers. Just go and Rate My Professor and find the gen eds that are barely any work, that are still fun, and then that way you have an easier semester. And number 14 is just another one I came up with, which is labs take up so much time every week. So I'm a bio major, and sophomore year we have to take like organic chemistry lab and bio lab at the same time, and freshman year I was in either a gen chem lab or a bio lab. Basically, you take a lot of labs, and no one told me before starting college that a majority of your homework will be lab work, whether it's like pre-lab quizzes or pre-lab write-ups or lab reports or worksheets you have to fill out after lab. Feels like your week is never ending with lab work to do. So if someone warned me about that, that would have been nice. So here I am warning you guys that don't not do a STEM major because of the labs, because labs are fun too, and you make a lot of friends that way because it's like smaller environments. But just know lab definitely gives a lot of homework. And that is all I have right now for things you probably didn't know about coming into college. I kind of want to make a part 2 to this at some point, because I feel like I'm going to come up with more things that I didn't realize as the days go on. And I also want to work on like a freshman Q&A, kind of like if you're entering college and you have questions, leave them in the comments down below or DM me on Instagram, wherever, and I'll probably compile them into the list and then answer them. But yeah, I think that is all I have for this video. If you enjoyed, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe. I also have my social media links in the description down below as well. Stay tuned for more college content, or whatever content you want, just leave in the comments down below as well, and I will see you guys next time.